Hey everyone, so welcome in this module. In this module we are going to learn about the file handling in Python. Basically what file handling is, it's like when you need to add some files like pictures or any document file in your Python code. Then how you can add it? You cannot write that in Python again and again. That's where file handling came in play. We just use any kind of file, like that is text file, document file, image file, whatever the type of file is, and we use some Python syntaxes to open that file in our Python program and work on it. That's what we are going to learn in this module. And this is also a very important concept because in most of your program you need to add file from outside. You cannot make your complete program by using just the Python course. You always need to add files. Maybe that was some document, maybe some dictionary type stuff, etc. So thanks for watching and see you in the next video. Hey everyone, in this video we are going to learn that how we can add a file in Python, and that's how you are going to get clear that what that thing is. So here we have Python and I have made a new file that is file.py, and we will make another file that will be something like test.txt. You can make any type of file in Python, and this is what we are going to make the tests on in this project, and give that file some values like red, a blue, then green, again yellow, then black and white, something like this one, and save this file, command S. Now how we can access this file in this .py file? So that's the thing here, and we are going to work on terminal. You can also write the same thing here, but so you can see this one and this one at the same time. We are going to work here. So clear this one, and now run a Python shell here, Python 3 if you are working in terminal. Now to open this file we have just few syntaxes in complete file handling. That is, the main of that is you can easily remember this one, and I suggest you to make sure that you have completely learned this syntax. So this one is file is equal to, then we will use the thing that we are going to do here, like open or close. You have these two options, that is first to open the file, then close the file. Always remember, when you open any file you must have to close that file, otherwise you will get some unexpected outputs. So here we have open, then the parentheses. In parentheses we will pass two parameters. One parameter is the file name, other is what we need to do with that file. Like we have three kinds of basic options, that is read, write and append. Total we have 6 kinds of options that we are also going to cover here. So here our file name is test.py, test.txt. Also make sure your Python shell is where your text file is. Like my file is on desktop, that is test.py, and here also this one is working on desktop. And if you are on any folder, then make sure you will open the shell in that folder, otherwise the file will not get open there. And if you have your main py file on desktop and the test file in any folder, then just here write first the folder name, like folder, then backslash, then the name of file test.txt. But we are on the desktop, so we did not need this one, so we just generally write test.txt, then a comma and the second parameter, because the comma is just required for every separate parameter. And now here we have our read, write or append option. There you can just write R for read, W for write and A for append. So first we are going to read the file, and when you hit enter, so here if you did not get any error, then it means your code runs successfully. Now the file is open in this Python shell, and you can do this same thing here, that was I will also show you. And now what you need if you need to pass this whole file content, that is these things, to a separate variable, you cannot use file variable. So we will pass something like x is equal to file dot read and then just the parentheses. Because file is a variable for opening that particular file, you cannot make or work on file directly, you need this thing. You can also work like by removing this one file dot read and hitting enter and enter, but that's is not an efficient way. Now if you hit enter, again it will run. And now if you want to print text, then here you have two kinds of situations. Like if you directly write x, you will get this thing, that is their continuously name, and if you print that one, you will get something like this one here, the same file. And you can see here now we have the same file. So this is how you can read that particular file, and there are many options here by which you can work on that one. And that's enough for the reading the file. Rest we will learn in the next videos. But one more thing, how you can make this one work here. So just exit this one, clear all. Now you just need to do the same thing here, that is file is equal to open parentheses, the first parameter, that is test.txt, comma, and then the operation you need to perform, that is right there. And after that we will pass this value to a variable x. So file dot read, because we need to read that one, then print, and then x. Now if you try to run the thing, python 3 file.py, you will get the same output. So that's how you can open the file by using the editor here and by using also the terminal there. Hey everyone, so in the last video we have learned about the opening and reading of a file in Python, and we have worked on both the editor and terminal. So in this video we are going to work only on the terminal. Now here we have our file. In case of writing, if you remember, then that was very easy. You just need to open that file and you can read that. But in case of writing, you need to remember few things. First of all, if I run this one, and when you need to run the file, open the file, you just do open and the name of the file like test.txt, and then you write just read. But what if the file did not exist, like this one, TET, this is something weird, now TES. Now this file doesn't exist. If you can see here, there is no file on the desktop, this thing that came every time. Now here we did not have any test file, and if you hit enter, you will get an error that file not found, because the file doesn't exist. Then how can you find that file? But in case of writing, this is the first thing you need to remember. Even if you write something that did not exist, the Python will automatically create that file. If you see here, this appears here, test.txt, this is test.txt. If you again want to see this one, then TESS, or let me have something like ed.txt. So look at here, when I hit enter, I have another file. So that's how you can create the files with the writing. And one more thing, in case of reading, we did not need to close the file, we just close that one. But in case of writing, you always need to close the file, that is file.close and then the parentheses. The file will get closed. Now this file is closed. This one is required because if you do something like if you add something in any Python file and you did not close that file, just make the writing part here, then the file will not get updated. Like if I have this file, let me open this file with the atom. So open with atom, here it is. Now let me again make that one open so that we will not get any error. So first thing, if you want to write something in that file, you just write file, like in the last one what we use, x is equal to file dot read, because we need to read that file and need a variable to store that file. But in case of write, we did not need any variable, we just write file dot write, all in small case letters. Then the parentheses, in parentheses we just pass the value which we want to add. Like if I want to add pink, and if you hit enter, first thing you will get an output. This output, this 4 denotes that how many, or we can say that what is the length of the string that you have added, or whatever you have added, like number, etc. Then here you will get the length of that one in output. Like if I do something like pink space, then you will get 6, because the spaces are also counted here. Now if you look at this file, then we did not have anything. So where did this one go? So this one stays in this terminal until you close the file. Like if I close that file, file.close, then you will get that thing here. Like I have added pink twice, so here I have this pink twice. Now one more thing, that is the second thing you need to remember here. If you have this file and you first, let me open that file, test.txt, and if you write something in that file, like if I write pink there and hit enter, now you get the length. And when you close that file, that is file.close, sorry for this one, when you hit enter, the file is closed, and maybe the upper file is closed there. So let me write this one again, file.close. So here we did not get what I need there. Let me do that thing again. Maybe it's an internal error. That is open test.txt. Then I have the write command w, hit enter. Now file.write, and there I need to write pink, hit enter. This one is running. Now close the file, file.close. Again this one not updated. Let me save the changes and try to open that one again. Open that one with atom. So here this one is not getting updated, maybe there is any internal error there. Let me do what I want to teach you with this file. So if you open this file, like file is equal to open, then the file name, that is test.txt, then write operation. Here this is updating. What I want to tell you here, that whenever you run this command, then the thing that is already present on the file will get disappear, because the write operation did not write the files like this one here, pink, when I write something. What it will do, it will first replace all the files and then add the file you need to add there. So that's what the second thing you need to remember about the write. Like if I now write here something, file.write, here I have pink, enter, and file.close. Now you get pink here. Again if you do the same thing, like I open that one, the pink disappear, because the write operation completely makes the file empty. Now if you again write that one, it is again added here. And if you want to add more than one thing there, this is the third thing you need to remember. Like I need to also add white there, but I did not want one by one in the file. Then I just do the same thing without closing the file. Now if you close the file, you will get both of these here. But again, this output is not what you expected. You expected something like this one. So to do that thing, what you need to do, this is the third thing you need to remember, that is like something white, and add here backslash and n. So here this one backslash n, and when you hit enter, it will be added in that. Now I will do the same thing with the pink. There it is, backslash n, and you hit enter. Now close that file. You will get both of these in a separate line. That's how you can add the things in separate lines, by using the backslash n. Now one more thing, like if you have a list that is x is equal to something like red, blue, then we have the green, and one more black. So here if I have this one, and now I will first open this file, right? Again they will disappear, and run this x again, so that this will be in file. Now but if I need to add all this value in this file, so how can I do that? So that's what you can also do if you have a list of numbers or any strings and you do not want to add them one by one. So for that we use the for loop. So we do something like for item in x, because they are in x. Here this one start running, and give some indentation. If you directly add this one here, maybe sometime you get errors and sometime not, so we are not going to write there anything. So here we have file dot write item. So here it is, again a space here. Let me add only a tab there. Now here in this one you will just write like we print items item, and to make them in different lines you also need to add the backslash n. So here I have backslash n, otherwise they all will be in a single line. So here hit enter. Now this one is done, and then file dot close. Sorry, that close is now written here, file dot close. I hope this is added, or maybe this for loop is terminated, and let me try. So the for loop is terminated, we need to add that loop again. So here it is, and now if I get out of this one, again an error, because the file is now closed. So sorry for this thing happening again and again. First I need to open that file. Now that in x, and this thing in that one, and now here it is. So first time I got error because I got close this file in the loop, but I need to close that one here. I did not hit enter. And second time I got error is because I have closed that file but did not open that file again. So here I have I operation on closed file, because I also need to open that file to add that one. So here is the correct statement, that is first I open that file, that is what I need to do here. Then I applied the loop. Then here I have in loop for item in x, I write the item in the file again and again. Then I hit enter and enter again to get out of that loop. In the first case I did not get out of the loop. Now do the same thing, file dot close. Now when you hit enter you have all these list here, that is the one we have added there. So this is here, red, blue, green, black. So that's how you can add a complete list in your text document by using the Python. And this one is something that will work always. I did not know why this is not working with this file. Maybe if I get that one, I will tell you that why that is not working. One more thing, if you are using command prompt, you may get some errors like encoding type errors. That is something like if I go to terminal and try to open any file, first I get to the desktop, sorry, cd desktop. Now if you run any file in the Python shell there, like file equal to open, like here test.txt, and then the write operation, when you hit enter and make this one in a variable, that is file.read. Now if you print x, you will get this one, and print x, this one. So I did not get that error in this one, but in some cases you get any error, like something saying that decoding error or encoding error. In that case, this one is just for those who are getting error, not for everyone. Here you have to add another line, that is encoding, and this will be equal to UTF-8. This is what you need to add in that case, and your file will work properly. So here when I hit enter, it's again did not show any error because that's the encoding type. So thanks for watching, and I hope you understand the write operation, and remember the three things that I have told you here. That first, the write will create the file if the file doesn't exist. Second thing is when you write the files, then to add one by one like this list, hit enter without closing the file, and if you close the file, then it will replace the previous one. Third thing is without closing, anything will not be added here. So thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Hey everyone, so in the last video we have learned about the write method. It's a little bit complex, but once you understand that one, then there will be no problem. Now the thing here is, what if I need to add something here without removing these? Like when we have done the write operation, all these things disappear. So how can I do something so that they will not disappear and something is added to this? So this thing is also known as appending. When you need to append something, like add some value to the previous value, then we have the append method. That is the third method in the file input output, and this one is also same, just like file is equal to open, then you just write test.txt, comma, and then here we write a instead of r and w, hit return. So this is how the file is now open with the append method. And now to add any new thing, you write something not like file.append, you just write file.write again, because we need to write the values. So this one is more efficient than the write one, because no one wants to make the previous file disappear. So you can add things like pink and hit enter. When you close the file, now file.close, the pink will be added in that. But where is the pink now? Let me do that again and make sure this file is working. Again, this file is also not working. I don't know what the problem is with these files. Now we will make again a new file, that is test, and the append method will also create the file like the write method. Open this one, it's now fetching. So till then we just look out. Here we have this one with atom. Now here we have the test.txt. Now not there. Also, if I write something here like light and save this one, now this file has this value light. Now first I just do file dot write and something like here I am writing heavy now and hit enter. Syntax error, heavy. Oh, there is a quote here, this one double quote. Hit enter. Now we have the length of that one 5, and when you close the file, file dot close, you will have heavy here, and also light is not replaced. That's what the append method is. Now if you again do that thing like open, I have again opened that one, and now I write heavy, anything you want to add there, hit enter, and now close that file. Now this thing is after heavy. You can notice here this one is previous one. Now here we have heavy and this thing. So that's what append method is, and I hope you understand this one, and this one is better than the writing, I believe. So thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Hey everyone, so in the last video we have also done with the append method. Now there are few more methods in file input output, and they are just like we have learned the read, we have learned the write, and we have learned the append. Then there are three additional methods, that is r plus, and then we have w plus, and then na plus. So these are like r plus. When you write the r plus, then this operation will be for reading and writing. This one is for also reading and writing, and a plus stands for reading and appending, means you can do both the things there. The plus just specify that you can do both the things. Now one more method there, that is a basic one. Like if I need to open or create a file, and like open, like I have this one test.txt, then there is a method to create the files, that is the x. What it will do, it will create a file, and if the file already exists like this one, it will show an error. Like if I hit enter now, here this one test.txt already enter, here this one created again. Oh, that's the simple as there. This one is what I have not saved. Now if you again hit enter for this file that already exists, you will get an error, that file exists error. If we talk about the other files like test.txt, and here if you hit enter for this one, you will again get error. But if you create something like that doesn't exist already, like here I have some random number like wet.txt, if I hit enter, then a new file with wet is created. Here that TSS was. So that's how this method works, that if the file exists, it will show error, otherwise it will create the file. So thanks for watching. We are done with the file handling, and I will see you in the next module.